My name is Tybrows on social media. I have been on the internet for a very long time. Our agenda today, folks, we will be deconstructing makeup before we actually apply anything. I think that we all know there is a societal kind of association with makeup and femininity, but if we look throughout history, we can see that makeup has been used in such a variety of ways on people of all genders, whether it's for like cultural ceremonies, rituals, or royalty, class status. Makeup is really just a tool. I wanted to pose a couple of questions that we can ponder upon today. What comes to mind when I think of makeup? So what personal associations do you have, whether that's makeup on yourself or just makeup in general? In the context of myself and my gender, how does makeup make me feel affirmed? Or how does makeup make me feel dysphoric? All right, so my mother, sisters, and cultural standards of Latinx or Latinx femininity is an association. And then Mary says, power, beauty, and play. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Since starting tea, I've felt mixed emotions based on the changes happening with tea in my skin. Yes, I've definitely been through that, and I can speak a little bit to that today as well. Interesting. Okay, learning to recognize the guy in the mirror. I like that. That's such an interesting aspect because, of course, when we do our makeup, we have to see ourselves. Like, we are literally forced to face ourselves. Failing at my assigned gender. Honestly, I feel that failing is actually not bad. And honestly, throughout this workshop, as we try these new techniques, you might fail, but that's how we learn. And that is okay.
They said, what do you recommend for skin changes after tea starts to change things around makeup and skin?
Okay. So without getting like super, super deep into it, because I can talk about this for a long time. Mainly the changes that come with tea and what we see in our skin is either like more oil production, more breakouts and acne. And I, in general, would recommend handling the skin aspect before we even think of like makeup. A lot of times people want to cover up skin blemishes with makeup, and that can work for stuff like dark spots or, something that's flat. But when it comes to breakouts, especially if they're very inflamed and they're raised off the skin, just keep in mind makeup doesn't necessarily help with the appearance of texture to that extent. And you'll just have a better experience overall with your makeup if you address your skincare first. But I'll definitely say like a gentle cleanser, a good moisturizer that's not too light or too rich for your skin type. And of course, sunscreen, at least SPF 30 every day. This is the foundational skincare routine for anybody of all skin types. And I think that'll help a lot as your skin is getting used to tea. Okay, let's get into the basics. So, like I said, skin prep. That just means doing your skincare before your makeup. And for tools, I don't believe you need a million brushes or super expensive brushes to do makeup well, but it's about knowing what kind of brushes do what. So choosing the type of products, makeup comes in liquids, creams, and powders. Generally, if you're dry, go for more liquids and creams because they're going to hydrate your skin more and they're not going to kind of like emphasize dullness or dryness. And then if you're oily, powders can work better. Although I do like to layer powders on top of a liquid or cream products for more longevity and just to see the makeup better. It just gives you better pigment overall. This picture is actually a really great kind of way to show the placement of how long your eyebrows should be, where the arch should be. But generally, masculine eyebrows tend to have a lower placement. There's little to no arch at all. They can be bushy or uneven, and they tend to grow closer towards the nose bridge here. And instead of kind of flaring out, they're going to be more of like a similar thickness throughout.